This video is going to work with similar figures, and what it's going to do is color code the corresponding parts and then set up a proportion to show those proportional relationships. This example says trapezoid EFGH is similar to trapezoid WXYZ. And what we're trying to do is find which one of these proportional relationships is true to show that these two are actually similar. So in order to do that, I'm going to follow these 3 steps on the screen. First, I'm going to take the letters in the name. I'm going to stack them on top of each other to see which ones are corresponding. The first trapezoid is called EFGH. And the second triangle was called WXYZ. Now that they're stacked on top of each other, I can see which ones go together. The first two, EF, match the first two in this one, WX. So my step 2 says now color code those matching sides. So that's what I'm going to do. EF and WX are going to be the same color. EF, WX, the same color. Then, if you look at step 3, it says color code the answer choices that match that. So EF and WX now can be found down here in these answer choices, and I'm going to color them both the same color from my diagram, which for me is green. So EF, WX, EF, EF, and those are the only ones that match right now. I'm going to take the next 2 letters, FG and XY. FG and XY. I'm going to choose a different color, and I'm going to make those be the same. FG, XY. And again, I'm going to do step 3, which is color code now my answer choices to match what I just did with those line segments. FG, got one right there in answer choice A. And I have an XY. FG. Even though it's backwards, it still counts the same. XY, that one is backwards, but it still counts. FG and XY. Okay, I'm going to look at the last 2 letters, GH and YZ. Pick a third color, GH and YZ. I'm going to go down and color code those the same. So FG, I see one. And then ZY, I see one of those. Okay, whatever is left, that should be the last few, that should be the last sides that correspond. So I could either match them up. It would be the first letter and the last letter, the first letter and the last letter, or it can just be these last segments that I have that haven't been colored. So that's what I'm going to do. EH, WZ, EH, WZ, WZ, WZ. Now, here's the thing you need to know. When you're trying to find your correct answer choice, I'm going to look through these. Green and pink don't match. Pink and pink do match. Pink and yellow don't match, and green and yellow don't match. So I'm going to do something real quick. I'm going to erase these letters just so I have some room to write one more thing for you guys. And I'll just scoot those over to the side. EFGH, I had matched up with WXYZ. and I couldn't move those letters without moving everything, so that's why I did that. This is going to be wrong because it uses 3 different colors. If I have corresponding parts, they should be the same color, and there should only be 2. When you look at this answer choice, yellow does not match with green. Yellow does not match with green, and that's how these are. They don't have 2 matching perfectly. So when I say this one's wrong, it's going to be because the colors are diagonal. Colors were diagonal. But when I look at answer choice C, orange can match with orange, pink can match with pink, or up and down if I have orange on top and pink on bottom, orange on top and pink on bottom. So this is going to be check mark because it has only 2 colors and they match going sideways or up and down. This last one, you look at it, pink pink matches up and down, but pink green, pink yellow, that doesn't match. It's using 3 separate colors. Corresponding parts, I should only be having 2 colors. Okay, this one is the correct reasoning of why C is the right answer. The second example, it says in this diagram below, triangle ABC is similar to triangle XYZ. If I think about that example just before, it said I could stack the letters on top of each other to see how they match. If I do that, I'm going to have triangle ABC is equal or similar, not equal, but similar to XYZ. Okay, when I put those together, I'm just going to start with this one on the side, which is 16. It's AB. Over here in the stacks of letters, AB matches with XY. So those are going to be the same. The number is 12. So I could do this 2 ways. I could either say 16 is equal to 12 going sideways, or I can come down here and do it up and down. 16 matches 12 this way. Either one of those would work because I have them corresponding with each other, either matching sideways or matching up and down. Now that I know which ones correspond sideways and up and down, I'm going to come over here and I'm going to look at these 4 answer choices, and I'm going to see if 16 is matching sideways with 12 or if 16 is matching up and down with 12. When you look at this first one, I do have 16 and 12 matching up and down. The second one, I do have 16 matching with 12 up and down. 16 is matching with 12 up and down. But on this last one, it says 16 and 12 are diagonal, which would not correspond with what I just determined. When I get ready to look at the other side, AC is supposed to match with XZ. So I have the letter N and I have the number 20. When you look at the side of the shape, 16 and N need to be matched up together, and 20 and 12 also need to be matched up together. When I place those in my diagram over here, 16 and N need to be matched up, 20 and 12 need to be matched up. If I want to do it up and down, 16 and N need to be matched up, and then sideways 20 and 12 need to be matched up. Now I can take this and go look sideways. 16 and N need to be either up and down or sideways. I'm going to come over. 16 and N on this first one, those are diagonal, so that doesn't work. On the second example, 16 and N are good. They match sideways, which is what I have going right here. When I look at answer choice C, 16 and N are diagonal, so that doesn't work, and it gets crossed out. The only one left over is B, and when I look over at my sides, it matches this one that I had written on my own.